This is really weird. Hi, I'm Tally. You are on my back porch, or my patio, or my balcony, or whatever it's called. But you're in a really great place in my... Oh, there's a dog. We are in Seattle, and it's loud, and I'm sure there's a lot of background noise, and I might be making my neighbors uncomfortable because I live in an apartment, and I'm sure all of them can hear me. You're also on my lovely, dirty back patio porch balcony. So here, I will give you a lovely tour. This is a chair I pulled from my living room. It's great. This is my yoga mat and my yoga mat towel because I went to hot yoga yesterday and I didn't bother. I needed to dry it and I didn't bother cleaning it up for you guys because I'm a terrible host. I'm not wearing makeup. I brushed my hair, which is fancy of me. I didn't really change or put on earrings or jewelry because didn't want myself to take too long on this because I always take too long. My skin is probably pretty oily looking because we're outside and I put on sunscreen a little while ago and it's just not great lighting out here. Also have this wonderful gash of light that I'm sure will migrate over to this side of the balcony and will also at one point end up highlighting my boobs, which didn't put on a bra either. But my name is Tally. I had a YouTube channel for probably about a year. I stopped making videos in the fall, started making videos a few months later when I switched jobs, and then I stopped, and I haven't made videos in about 6 months, and I haven't done anything in about 6 months. And I'd start a blog, but I didn't. And I wrote a couple pieces, but I wanted to make this video to say what the hell is going on with me. So, I'm not crazy, I'm talking like I am because I'm really excited to talk to you guys, and it's a little warm. But I had a YouTube channel for about a year. I was a fitness freak. I was really into that. I was really into eating. At some point I started being crazy with the calorie and macro counting and started getting really into intuitive eating and understanding myself, but still really, really into like fitness and food, and that was basically all my channel was about, with a couple of exceptions. I stopped posting videos and I really want to start expressing myself in some way. I want to talk to you guys or whoever is willing to listen. I got tired of the content I was talking about, and I'd like to start making videos again. I'd like to start a vlog. I'd like to start talking and expressing and sharing my perspective with the world, but I do not want it to be about food and fitness because I do not like the fact that those things defined me for several years while I was at college, and it really bothered me. And even when I stopped counting everything, I stopped being so intense, my life still revolved around food and fitness and food and fitness. There was also the fact that making videos was really intrusive on my life, and I had to carry my camera around everywhere and talk it to edit. It felt more like an obligation than something that I enjoyed doing, and I really was frustrated by that. There's so much that goes into it besides the editing process. It's, I have to make sure my makeup is right, I have to wear the right clothes, otherwise I might look like this, or my arms might look floppy, and I have to wear the right earrings, and the camera has to be tilted correctly, and there was so much that went into the videos that it just kind of drove me crazy, which is why I'm out here without makeup and without great lighting, and part of my arm is burning in the sun, because I just want to express, and I don't want to be this perfectionist person, but I also want to, I have a lot of things to say, and they're not about food and fitness anymore. Even though there's a lot to say about that, that's not who I am anymore. That does not define me anymore. So for a while I was thinking I don't want to start back up with my YouTube channel because I've defined myself as this food and fitness person. I just got done. I got tired of talking about the same thing over and over again. I got tired of living for my meals and constantly keeping track of what I'm doing for my exercise, and it's like, ugh. There are so many things that I've done since that are not related in those areas that I want to talk about. There are ways that I've challenged myself, and ways that I've lived life and been passionate and moved on and just been excited about life that do not have anything to do, well, maybe a little, but don't have anything to do really with food or fitness. And I want to share that. This kind of realization that I'm done with this topic, or I'm done focusing on this topic so much, really came from the fact that I had gone through my garage, my mom's garage, probably I want to say in January. I had gone through her garage and looked at all my old stuff that I had in college, and looked at all my old high school and college notebooks and stuff. And it was, man, I found all of these journals, just journals and journals and journals and notebooks full of recipes, full of counting macros, full of exercise stuff and workout logs and all these things. And I thought to myself, holy crap, why don't I have anything else? This is terrifying. And so I was sharing this experience with my boyfriend's mom, and I was like, gosh, it's so great. I'm no longer obsessed with this stuff. Like, you know, I'm eating intuitively, I'm doing my thing, I'm no longer obsessed with, you know, food and stuff. And she was like, yeah, but why do you have so many pictures of food on your phone? And I kind of, you know, obviously at that moment I was defensive about it, and I was like, no, it's just because I want to share with people how awesome it is that I don't have restrictions anymore. And then, man, that made me think. Because then I started thinking to myself, well, why isn't there anything else on my phone other than food? Can I no longer see beauty in anything besides food? And that terrified me. And so I stopped. I put away the camera. I still continued to take some pictures, but I started taking pictures of other things. And I started really thinking, besides cooking and eating and exploring restaurants, what do I like? What do I enjoy? What defines me? So in the last 6 months since I stopped posting videos, stopped uploading, I've been able to explore myself and what I want to do and who I want to be and what I want to contribute to the world much more. Some things that I've done. In terms of my career, I've been very involved in women's leadership activities. I spoke up at our earnings call, which is aired in front of our entire company, which is pretty dang big. I started a forum for my organization. I'm going to be running for a board position. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it for an events chair on the board of our Women's Leadership Network at work. I've met a lot of really important people and expressed myself in ways that I had not done before that really make me feel empowered and I think bring a lot of value to the business. And I've also learned tremendously from my team. In terms of my personal life, I've been much more active about making and keeping and staying in touch with friends. Which I had neglected for a very long time when I was making videos and when I was just doing the YouTube fitness food thing, and that's brought me a lot more fulfillment in life. I've been reading books. I am in a course called Playing Big by Tara Moore, personal development course for the last few months that has been really amazing to me. I've been reading tons. I've been taking pictures of things other than food and trying to be a bit more artistic with that. I started doing hot yoga, which has been absolutely incredible to me and just has been such a gift and a blessing to my life, and I've been learning so many things from that in itself. I'm doing Bikram. I've been going on lots of walks and trying to explore my city as much as possible. I actually published 2 articles on Medium. I've been playing around with writing for quite a while, but my perfectionist tendencies tend to get in the way, so I actually published 2 articles on Medium. One of them was about movement, exercise as a form of enjoying your body as opposed to a form of controlling your body, and that got a lot of good responses. And then I also wrote a piece that was really difficult to hit publish on, and that was about Black Lives Matter movement, and just responding to tragedy and the power of not only praying for people who you are concerned about, but also actively looking inwards on yourself and reflecting on your own prejudices. I bought a bunch of paint supplies because art used to be a huge part of my life. I used to do lots of different crafts, art all throughout high school, so we actually went and bought me acrylic paints at one of the bookstores nearby, and I'm going to be making something hopefully in the future here. And I also started taking hip-hop dance class every other Wednesday, because I used to dance and I miss it so much, and I threw that away in the name of fitness, which is really sad. So I'm really trying to define who am I, how can I live my life intentionally, how can I express myself in a way that contributes back to society, and overall, besides all the things that I've done, I've been working a lot on my own perspective and my own attitude and anger and perspective and self-comparison, and it's just been tremendous. I feel like I'm a very different person than I was a year ago, and I want to talk about that and want to talk about how changing your perspective, changing your attitude about things can have an incredible difference on your life. Those are things I'm really passionate about. I'm not quite sure what the overall theme or overall topic of the things I want to talk about is, but I know I have a lot of personal perspectives and perspective shifts that have helped me tremendously that I want to share. Anyway, so this video, I just wanted to summarize everything that's happened in the last 6 months, why I disappeared off the face of YouTube. I will probably not be doing a whole lot on fitness and food, but I think for those of you who are done with having that rule your life, tag along with me, and I think we're gonna have a blast. But this channel, if I'm going to continue posting on this channel, which is also TBD based on what I want to do in terms of a blog versus actually making videos, it's going to go in a very different route. It's going to be a much more comprehensive, holistic approach to life. And I don't know what the videos are going to look like. I don't know if I'm going to sit down and talk in front of the camera and just edit some things. I don't know if I'm going to make intentional videos. Who knows? But I feel like I'm ready finally after 6 months of doing nothing and posting the occasional Instagram pictures. I think I'm finally ready to actually talk and speak up and not care so much what people think. If I lose subscriber count or don't get views on blog posts, I don't really care so much at this point, because I feel like it's something I need to do just to get off my chest, because it's my outlet, and if there is anybody who benefits from it, that's amazing. I'm not really sure what the point of this video was, but because I would love to say I'm back, but I don't know if I am. But if I am, it's going to be a very, very, very different type of channel. Very different type of topics, and you guys might just find out how much of a hippie I am. So that's great. Stay tuned for that. And I am not sure what to say at the end of the video, because I used to say don't stop growing, but now I don't really know what to say. So I'll talk to you later, maybe.